Hey, good evening, everyone.
Leningrad.
Okay, so we were talking about uh, Linux part, right? So where we are in the Linux? File permissions we done, right?
Yes, Kiran.
Okay, no problem. This is our we may. So I know that few new people here. Like yesterday, we done demonstration class for um, cloud and DevOps. Um, now what we do? So we just quickly go and start uh, AWS now, and then I'll come back to Linux after a couple of sessions later. I'll tell you what is the reason for that. First, you need to people create one AWS free tier account. If you don't know how to create free tier account, I'll show you how to create that. Go to your Google and then so you can type it saying that AWS free tier account. Click on this link.
Your screen is not shared, Kiran.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's my fault. Is it clear now? Is it visible, my screen?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So what I was talking, so you go and type AWS free tier account creation, and then either you can click any of these, but I'm clicking directly here. It will take you to this page to create a free tier account. Okay, let me explain what is free tier account first. So free tier account, nothing but the account which we are creating to work on under the free tier limit. So creating server, creating database, creating network, creating this, creating that. Generally, it is going to be huge cost, but we can't afford to pay that. So AWS people offering, even Azure people offering, your GCP people offering to create one free account, but not everything free. There are some limitations we have. The limitations are, example, you will get 750 hours free to create Windows or Linux machines for entire month. 750 hours for only single month. This account will be valid for 12 months, which means 1 year. After 1 year, what you do, stop using this account. Go and create another free tier account with a different email address. Okay. Fortunately or unfortunately, if you get a bill like 10 rupees, 20 rupees, below 100, 150, better go and pay. Sometimes what will happen, as you're all new to this platform and you might get confused. Some of them things are, uh, you're not very familiar with which one is free and which one is not free. And then you got like 3,000, 4,000 rupees bill. Don't worry, no need to bother about it. Go and contact support center. I'll show you how to contact support center. Saying that you are a student or you are a learner about it, Azure, AWS, whatever. So drop an email or drop an message to them. They will review a request. 99.99% they will give you 100% waiver. You don't need to pay any money for that month. Okay, this is first time, okay. But don't expect these things going to next month also. I am a student, I am new to this platform, I got a bill. You can't do this one every time. You understand what I mean? But just 100
Yes.
rupees, 200 rupees makes a lot of difference. Who's going to give the free platform for creating all those things? They are giving, right? So they are giving bit. You are need to be very responsible to use all the resources. If you think you want to learn more, and then if you're ready to pay that, go and use that. No problem at all. Okay, I'm going to create this specific resource, but I know this resource is not comes under free tier account, and but I want to learn. No problem. Go and learn. Pay whatever money or bill generated. You can do that. Okay. Don't listen. A lot of people suggest very bad things, saying that hey, you got 10 rupees bill. Don't worry. You go and create another free tier account. Okay. So end of the day, you will be impacted. How? After 1 year or 2 year, these AWS people completely doing every single user like that, they will stop it, right? Giving free. For 10 rupees, 20 rupees also, we're doing all those things. And then end of the day, after 1 year or 2 year, people stop you giving all the thing. You must pay 5,000 rupees every month to learn AWS or Azure. Then what do you do?
It makes sense. At
Correct?
least, at least now
Hmm.
they are giving some free tier accounts. So
So that
if
is
it's
our
more doing like that
responsibility.
because of them, it is going to be not
Yeah.
free.
So I know a lot of people working in corporate. How many people going to washroom and then take bunch of hand towels, means tissues, and then keep it in bin just to wiping their hands? See, wasting something for your company, end of the day, you will be the loser. You waste 10 rupees, I waste 10 rupees. 2,000 employees working, 2,000 employees wasting every single day 10 rupees. So how much it would be cost? For them, it is cost. Maybe you don't understand all those things. They will calculate everything, right? Even 10 rupees tissue paper also counts for them to add it in their accounts. This 10 rupees makes a lot of difference. For us, you don't. Okay. So have seen so many people like this, people using all these things, but I'm talking maybe too much, but I feel like that. Why should we waste? Anyway, we deviated. Um, right. You can supply your email address here. Name is your choice. You can give any name, your name, your company name, your mother name, father name, your team name. Generally, people give the customer name, like account name as some customer name. Okay. But anyway, or you can use anything like. So once you click on verify email, okay, this account I already been used, but let me explain the process. In your email address, whatever you supply, you will get 6-digit code. If this email you you won't find in your inbox, go and check it in your spam folder. Most of the cases it is delivered in spam. And then go and add the 6-digit code here. Click on verify. You'll get a one successful message saying that your email has been successfully verified. There are 5 steps total to complete this. Step number 2, we need to fill your personal details, then password, then it will ask whether do you want to create business account or individual or personal. You will get some terminology like that. Select that. You can see that like it's saying personal account or individual account, any one of them. Then later it will ask your payment details, your debit or credit card. You can use it. It can be yours. It can be your fathers, mothers, family members. If you do not have it, if it your, but make sure online transaction must be enabled. International transaction must be enabled. Enable first, create account, and if you go and disable it, no problem. And they will debit 2 rupees from your account, just verification purpose. Once your account active, the 2 rupees will credit back to your account, which means almost zero you're paying. That is what this process. Within 24 hours, it can be next minute, and then it will take maybe one day time to uh, create your account. Once your account is ready, now go and log in. This time what will happen once account is ready? So I'm going back to here. So you'll get a sign in option every time. Okay. So click on sign in. You already set the username and password. Just assume your account is ready. And now go and give your username and password. Always use sign in using root user email address. Why do you need to use root user? Means you are the owner of this account. And then give your name, email address, then next password. Okay. And then job run. You will be logged in. Once you log in, your account looks like this. Okay. I mean, like this. Exactly. Maybe in your case, you won't find any recently visited pages like this. It may be empty, it may be one or two. And which region you are in? I'm in North Virginia. Which region do you want to work? You want to work in Mumbai? Go and click on Mumbai. I would recommend you people work on Mumbai and then start working on that account. Now I assume you created, your account is ready. If it is your account is not ready, create it. If any challenges, so do let me know, share your screen. I'll help you on that for sure. I'll give you till next day. Anyway, so I'm mostly using North Virginia and I am in North Virginia. So now what is AWS? Why do I need to use AWS? We have been discussed in our demonstration class what is cloud, what benefits, types, service models, this, that, and everything. So cloud means we are using compute resources over the internet. The services are servers, storage, network, database, softwares, some intelligence tools. These are all using over the internet. Who's providing all those services? If you are using AWS people providing. If you are using Azure people providing. If you are using any other cloud, those people providing. Now, this is the platform they created for us. Perfect, super. My account is ready. I was talking about in our demonstration class saying that you can sit any corner of this world and then you can create any servers, anything. I am in India, but I'm in North Virginia region. Okay, here we have a concept name called regions and availability zone. Just a moment, I'll share that screenshot and then you will understand what it is. One moment, let me bring it down. Demo. This is taking. So this is Linux owner. Okay. So now we are here. I was talking about I am in North Virginia region. Just assume AWS actually has a few people already familiar with this, I believe. Let's go one more time. No problem. Good to learn. You are in Mumbai or you are in North Virginia. You are in Ohio. You are in Melbourne. It doesn't matter. This T is called a region. Means the region is a geographical place. It may be you are a fresher. This question they might ask in your interview saying that what is region and what is availability zone. Now the region is a place. Mumbai, North Virginia, California, okay, Frankfurt, London, whatever you see here, the places. These are all regions. Okay, fine. Now I know what is region. But what is availability zones? The availability zones nothing but the data centers located in that place. In Mumbai, we have 3 data centers. In these data centers we call availability zones. Okay, example. Let's take North Virginia. The region names always it's showing North Virginia, but actual region name is US East 1. The US East 1 is a region which is equals to North Virginia. Availability zones means in US East 1, we have a 5 data centers example. Okay, actually they have 6. 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F. Total 6 data centers. The 6 data centers we are using, I can use 1A data center, I can use 1B data center, I can use 1C data center, whatever data center. Those data centers we called availability zones. Region, availability zone. Means availability zones part of your region. Mumbai, in Mumbai we have 3 data centers. Hyderabad, we have 2 data centers. North Virginia, 6 data centers. These data centers we called availability zones. Now while you are creating server, decide which region, which availability zones do you want to create that server. I want to create the server in Mumbai region, 1A data center or 1B data center or 1C data center. It is your choice. So this is what actually our regions and available zones they did. Now what is AWS? AWS is the world's most comprehensive and broadly adapted cloud platform offering 200 fully featured services. Of course, it's the world famous and broadly adapted cloud platform when compared to anyone. It's a market leader, AWS, compared to any other platform. Okay. Yes, definitely is a close competitor for AWS is Azure. And Oracle and GCP is nowhere close to these two. Okay, it's okay, no problem. That is a different story. They said they are offering over 200 fully featured services. Now, what is service? Servers you are creating somewhere. That is called service. You are creating database from somewhere. That is database service. You are creating storage service. So these services they are offering. How many services they are offering? Over 200 fully featured services they are offering. From where? From the data centers. I was talking about availability zones. Those ones I'm talking about. Millions of customers, including fast growing startup companies, largest enterprises, leading government agencies, all these people using this AWS for lower their cost, means operational cost, and innovative faster. AWS actually really has innovation in their services. Huh. I'm the evidence. Or you can ask someone who actually has more than 10 years experience on the cloud. What is the count of the services they were offering 10 years ago? It was like 40, below 50 services. Now 200 fully featured services they are offering. Over the years, you can imagine another 150 plus services they added, which means which means innovation. The existing services they are using, and top on that, for whatever existing services we have, I mean AWS actually has, they are adding more features to them, and then they introduce completely brand new services. That is what is surviving. Best example, whenever you have a time. Okay, let me show you some AWS AI services. Okay, artificial intelligence services. So the AI is the very latest technology. You can see Amazon augmented AI, SageMaker, and then AI operations in CloudWatch feature. So these are different places they are incorporating these artificial intelligences over the using this platform. I have a Kubernetes, which is called EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Services. But we have a Kubernetes services outside of AWS also. We have a ECS, container services, Docker. They are offering, means innovation in their services. Whatever market expecting, and these people bringing that one immediately into their platform, offering those services. So that is the best one. So innovation. People used to wear the boot cut, and then every manufacturing company manufactured more boot cut trousers. Then slim fit, this fit, that fit. There are so many fits we have in the market. In the trend, innovation. And your mobile phones, how many mobile phones we have in the market? So many. Samsung, how many models? Or maybe Motorola, how many models? LG, how many models? Vivo, how many models? Innovation. If there is no innovation, they will go out of the market. Best example, Nokia. Nokia was the world's number one uh, phone manufactured company, and then on top of that, they have more customers also. But now, how many people using Nokia? I don't see any around me. 100 out of 100 people using different phones. Not even single Nokia phone I haven't seen recently. Because no innovation. When there is no innovation, they are out of the market. Okay, why AWS? For us to get the job, but for business, what? AWS is so popular because of diversity, stability, innovation in their services. I just was talking about innovation. They keep on adding different types of services. Diversity in one single place. You are finding so many different services. Location. Just I was talking about. I'm in India, but I am creating the resources in North Virginia. I'm located in different region, but I can still access different region resources. I can create, I can access. Migration. what kind of migration they are referring to. Okay, my server running in Mumbai region. I just want to migrate it to North Virginia, both in AWS. You can do that. My server running in AWS cloud. I just want to migrate that one to on-premises data center. You can do that. On-premise to cloud, AWS to Azure, Azure to AWS. So flexibility, you see, the migration, how you can do that. Multi-region backups. What is multi-region backups? Okay, example. I was talking about here in this slide. This is Mumbai region. This is North Virginia region. Now, the question is, these two are nowhere connected, but both in AWS. I was talking about multi-region backup. Okay, my data located in Mumbai region. I'll take the backup. I'll keep it in North Virginia region. Now, what is the advantage of that when you go for the multi-region backup? There is advantage. Advantage is your entire Mumbai region offline. Your entire Mumbai region offline. Still your data safe in the North Virginia. But this is not by default. You have option, whether you want to use that option, you can use it. If you don't want to use it, you leave it. Simple. But it's not only multi-region backup, multi-availability zones also. I can keep my data backup in availability zone 1. Same copy, I can keep it in availability zone 2. Your availability zone 1 data center is offline. Your still availability zone data center is up and running. And then here your resources are online. So this is the difference between availability zones and region backups. Anyway, so that is multi-region backup. Scalability factor. So that is the beauty of this cloud. For every cloud, not only AWS, at any point of time you can upgrade. At any point of time you can downgrade. That you can do that. Okay, that is one big advantage for us. The next one is pricing model. AWS actually offering less price when compared to Azure. But now Oracle is much cheaper. Why Oracle is offering more less cheaper price means they very late, they entered into the market very late. In the meantime, AWS and Azure already occupied almost 90% of the market. But to survive, to capture the market, they need to attract the customers. In the process of that, Oracle actually offering less prices, but AWS definitely in most places it's affordable prices they are offering. That is a main advantage. For AWS, the big companies using. So you know few companies here, Discovery, Walt Disney, Netflix, Akamai, all these different, this is very big network company, Akamai, and gaming also. You know Discovery Channel, you know Walt Disney, you know Netflix. These are all big customer for your AWS. How Netflix using AWS? They need huge amount of storage because so many movies with the high definition quality, web series. You can imagine. See, they're talking about they're using storage on S3, transcoding on EC2 in AWS. So these are some companies. We'll talk about this Azure later sessions. Now you know what is AWS. You already created AWS account. So I'm ready to work on AWS account. Right. Let's go. The first service name called EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic There is a two different definitions we have for this EC2. Elastic cloud computing, elastic compute cloud. Either you can use that, either you can use that. C2 means 2 times C, cloud computing or compute cloud. This is the first, sir. It depends on the trainer to trainer. Some people start IAM, some people start VPC, some people start EC2, but I do start EC2. So what is EC2? First question. And then this is your AWS dashboard. Try to understand this dashboard first. Let me explain how to use this dashboard and then we will talk about AWS. Once you log in, first to decide in which region do you want to work. To know that, click here. You'll get the list of all the different region names. What region name? I would recommend you people go and work on Mumbai region. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Why doesn't matter? Because it's a location, no location constraints. Okay, I'm in North Virginia. Perfect. So first part completed. Here is your account name. I can see my account name here. If you want to if you click on here, you will get to know that your account number. And then if you want to contact AWS Support Center, you can click on this question mark symbol. There you got Support Center. You can go and talk to them over the web, over the email, over the phone call. Which one you think it's more convenient for you people? You can go ahead and contact them. And when you contact them, why do you want to contact them? Either you are trying to contact related to your accounts and billing issue or technical. If it's accounts and billing issue, let's say you got a lot of bill, but you are 100% sure you got 500 rupees bill, but you are expecting only 100. There is a dispute. Or you created account, some resources not working. It's saying that under your free tier account, this facility is not available. Anything related to your account, anything related to your billing, you can contact them. How are you going to contact? If you scroll down, so there are multiple options. You can contact them or you can create a case. Case nothing but you're submitting your request to them. Let's say example, when you have internet problem at your home, if you raise a ticket with, like if you call your service provider, Airtel or Act, whatever Geo you are using, you will get a message saying that your service request has been successfully registered. The service request means you are requesting something. Same thing, you are requesting something. What is that? Accounts and billing. And then what is the issue you got here? Your account related issue. You created account, your account not activated. Activation related, billing retention, chime, all these free tier limits, everything you have. And then under depends on, let's say I got extra bill, and then you can go and consolidated billing. Okay, billing questions and whatever options which is related to your issue, you can select one of them, payment issue, and then go additional information, type your message here, whatever you do. This is a subject, and then you can type your own words. If you want to add any attachments, you can add it. So name of the service which you are using, and then so you can supply all your invoice ID, total amount, these that, payment proof. Click on contact us, solve and contact us. Okay, so that's it. Case will create with them means service request will create. But here is the question: when you're creating a case, they won't support technical part. Why? If you want to get the any technical assistance, you must pay money for that. That you will understand why do you need to pay. Even free tier account also, you will get only basic services. For helping them, I'm talking about the basic. You can use any service. The two here I'm talking about the service means if you want to get to you created server, your server not working fine, you suspecting issue from uh, AWS side, you are creating a technical support ticket. They will assist. They won't join with you. They will send a some troubleshoot document. Hey, go and follow this document. Something like that. They will help if you have any technical issue. Okay, you can select what technical. What there are so many services. They are offering 200 plus services. See all of them in the list. Select it. Okay, any service you can select and subcategory, and then general guidance, or do you want to system already impacted, production system down, business critical system down, and then sub contact them. That is one aspect. So this is console. Don't now you know how to use this. The first service name called EC2. Here only we create servers. Here only we are managing servers. Managing means taking backup of them, but only is not server. Okay, I have a Windows server. My Windows server actually has C drive and D drive. Do you want to take full backup of the server or only partial backup? I need only D drive backup. I don't want C drive. You can do that. My application running only one server. My server struggling. I need to upgrade. You can do that. So everything, the basic infrastructure starting from EC2 only. The EC2 stands for Elastic Cloud Computing. Here you go. This is what your if you don't know how to find them, go there and search EC2. You will get an option EC2. Click here. It will be redirected to this place only. Now, now onwards, you need to be familiar with the terminology. Okay. Generally, we call it server, but in AWS, they won't call server. They will call instances. But instances, server, both same. The same server in Azure, they called virtual machines. Just for your reference, see, people using their own terminology. However, currently in this account, I'm in North Virginia. I logged in into this AWS account. Currently, I have total 4 servers running. I can see that. Don't worry about what though. If I clear this filter, still I can see only 4 servers. Right. Now I will go ahead and create a server. I'll create 2 servers, one Windows server, one Linux server, and then we will connect that server. To create a server, you can from top right corner of your page, you can see the orange color option name called launch instances. But I was talking about when you logged in into when you navigated to EC2, have an option to launch instance here. If you click here, you have option here. You can use anywhere, doesn't matter. I'm creating server. The first server deployment we are doing today. Launch instance. While I'm launching instance, while I'm launching, let me explain here how simple it is. When you're purchasing laptop, what do? You go and directly shop and buy the laptop or even online. You do something. What do? What do? So you're going to check the configuration. Huh. I am planning to buy a laptop. Let's say example Lenovo brand with Windows 2022 operating system, 4-core CPU, 8 GB RAM, or maybe 8-core CPU, 16 GB RAM, whatever, or 32 GB RAM. That is completely your choice. But CPU and RAM means memory. And then how much disk size? Okay, I need 1 TB. Okay, this 1 TB, whether do you want to use as HDD or SSD? Most of the people using SSD. Why? Because SSD performance is high when compared to HDD. What is SSD and what is HDD? Both are disk storage devices only. Okay, but the performance is different. What performance? Throughput performance. What is throughput? The storing data and retrieving the data. SSD performing high. That is called the calculation of the speed. We are using the terminology name called throughput. But anyway, uh, that I will explain later. So now I selected my brand. I selected my operating system. I selected how much CPU, selected how much RAM, how much disk size, hard disk size, and processor, of course, sorry, in between. Now you will calculate all of them and then check the price. This price is 50,000 rupees. Oh, if I go to same laptop with the Dell brand or maybe HP or Samsung or different manufacturers available, and then you will compare and then buy the proper one. Pricing, exactly same thing happening here. But here first we'll go with the launching servers. First option is what you're creating server. What is this server and why we are creating this server? Okay, this server is example application server. So I will add it as app server. Okay, perfect. Now the operating system, OS image. In my first class, I was talking about platform as a service. You no need to install anything. It's already pre-configured platforms available. The platforms are Linux platform and Windows platform. In Linux, you have Amazon Linux, Ubuntu Linux, Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux, Kali Linux. If you browse more, you will get so many. In Windows also, you have, see the latest one, it's showing 2025 base version. If I click here, core base version 2022 and core base version 22, 19, 16, okay, 2022 MySQL compatible, sorry, SQL compatible, and then different versions. This many operating system images platforms available. Now go and decide which operating system do you want to select. Okay, I'll go ahead and select Red Hat or Amazon Linux. Both actually same, but this is Red Hat product, this is Amazon product. Okay, my operating system selected. But this operating system, which is a 32-bit operating system or 64-bit. It is a 64-bit. You can see provided by Red Hat, INC, and then this is a 64-bit. And you can see the image ID. What is image? This is image. This is not original. You're not installing, right? It's a copy of something.
Just an
Copy
image
of Red
template.
Hat. Sorry?
Just an image template, OS template, or
Exactly. It's a copy of. I'm not installing, right? Did I? No. Means this is the image of Red Hat, image of Windows, image of Ubuntu, image of macOS, image of Amazon Linux. Which image is that? Machine image. Which machine image? Amazon machine image. Machine means server only. Machine nothing but a server. Image means this one. Which image? Amazon machine image. That is what they call AMI. Amazon machine image. Amazon people offering this machine images. Now, anyway, um, I selected operating system Red Hat, which is a 64-bit. So my operating system ready. The next one is, I said you need a CPU and memory. Of course, in here, no brand. Okay. There is no such option because this is a server, right? Now how much CPU do you need? How much RAM do you need? This instance type will give you the combination of CPU and memory. Which account you are using? Free tier in your first year, including hours of T2 micro. Okay, 750 hours free, 30 GB storage free. Okay, anyway, so if T2 micro not available, I am T2 micro. I'll explain what is the T2 micro in a minute. Okay, just assume you are in different region. In that region, there is no T2 micro. No problem. They clearly mention, hey, if T2 micro not available, don't worry. Go and use T3 micro. Where in the regions, if T2 micro is unavailable, but in our case, it is available. So if I select this free tier eligible T2 micro instance type, this instance type offering 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. If you think it is enough, no problem. No, I need more CPU and more memory. Here you go. If you click here, you will get lot of options. 48 core CPU, 96 GB RAM. Use how much? This is not a free. You see, it's not showing is a free. If it is not free, if you think you want to use this one per hour, you are creating Linux machine, which is a Red Hat Linux machine. Which one? Second one, RHEL. Per hour, you need to pay $2.5 means $2.5 per month. How much? 80 rupees plus 80, 160 plus another 40 rupees. Almost 200 rupees every hour you need to pay if you use this one. You understand? So just for your reference, if you are using $4 per hour, $4 for 8. So $8 means approximately 600 rupees around. But we are not using that much. Go and use free tier eligible. This free tier eligible providing, which is a T2 micro. This T2 micro, T2 nano, small, medium, large, X large. How it looks like your t-shirt size, right? 2X large. And then T2 family completed. Then T3 started. Again, nano, micro, small. If I go to some other families, like here, you see, C5 2X large, 9X large, 18X large. I know different types of, instance types available. Okay. What is the difference between them? C family, M family, I have seen T2 micro. Okay. What is this? And what is this C families? And what is some
think,
M families? Whatever is the question.
think it's nothing but the resource size based upon the client requirement. That is the instance type what you are changing. Whenever the whenever resource utilization is heavy or it is uh, occupied more, so that time
Yes.
end user might come back to us to change the instance type. So maybe large or small, like that. I think
Yeah.
I understood.
Yeah. Correct. You're partially correct. Um, but end user don't know what we are using.
Correct.
Right. I'm using Amazon website in my mobile phone. How do I know I'm getting slow response from Amazon application? I don't know Amazon located which server you are using, AWS or Azure, whether you are using T2 micro or something else. I have no control. So people will raise the ticket with us saying that slow response. Then we need to investigate what is the problem. But that is I'll explain later. Correct. Your requirement, based on your requirement, you're using them.
Yeah,
But
because when it comes to VMware or Hyper-V, there we call it as disk expansion, or maybe the memory uplift or CPU uplift. But
correct,
here we
correct.
don't have such feasibilities. I think directly the instance types, which is the customized or maybe the ready-made instance type which are available, we need to
Exactly.
choose it
Yes,
to
yes.
enhance.
Physical data centers, you said uplifting your resources, the CPU and memory. Well, same
Yeah,
kind of thing you can do this here also. But here in one single, you're getting two combinations. Okay. Okay. While
yeah,
you're doing that, sometimes what will happen? Some resources like you see 4 and 16, which is a T2X large. Let me go to another family. 4 and 16. Here also you got, which is a T3X large, 4 and 16. If I go to another family, somewhere like C family, 4 and 8, or maybe 4 and 16, you will find multiple places like that. My question is, your T2 family offering 4 core CPU, 8 GB RAM, your C family offering 4 core CPU, 8 GB RAM, your M family offering 4 core CPU, 8 GB RAM. Same combination. But T2 micro offering, C family offering, M family offering. But which one do I need to select? It's a question. Okay. By default, no one can't remember all these list of, you see, so many. No one can't remember. Even you, me, anyone. But while you are deploying the server, these instance types depends on the three different aspects. One is moderate performance, means low moderate performance. The second one is CPU intensive performance, means the performance at CPU level high. The third one is memory level in memory intensive performance. It means the performance at memory level is high. Now you decide whether your instance would require CPU level, CPU performance high or memory performance high. Based on that, go to T. If it is a moderate performance, T families. CPU intensive means C families. Okay, example I'm talking about, but you don't know, right? So go to AWS documentation, instance type. They'll give you, I'll explain that later, how you need to compare. Then you can decide. Anyway, I'm selecting T2 micro, which is 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. Remember, always select free tier eligible. If you select here, I can see Red Hat actually has three different types of images, but this image only free tier. These two chargeable services. Don't go with them. And here also you're getting so
because they
many
are
options.
because they are highly available.
Ah,
Maybe images or high something like that.
it's not like that. They're offering only limited, uh, you know, resources to free tier account, and then these are all high configured
Okay,
and
okay,
all those things. Okay, but
okay,
that is the main reason. And now I selected CPU and memory, operating system ready, CPU ready, memory ready. But then what do you need? Storage. I'll come back here. Key pair and network. Then I'll go to storage. So decide. In Linux, no C drive, no D drive concept. But in Windows, you have C drive and D drive. In Linux, we call the root volume. The root volume, nothing but C drive. Okay. So we have 30 GB free anyway. If you are creating Amazon Linux, Ubuntu machine, the minimum 8 GB. If you are creating Red Hat, minimum 10 GB. If you are creating Windows, minimum 30 GB. Okay, how do you know that? You don't need to bother about it. It will auto populate. You can go expand I can go expand. But if I go and use this one as a 9, your system won't let you to create. I'll show you. Okay, example. I'm not doing anything at this point. Don't worry what actually this is. Okay. My intention is I want to explain this one. See now what will happen? It will fail. Why it is failed? Launch instance failed. Clearly mention, hey, you are using volume size 9 GB is a smaller than the snapshot. You must go minimum 10 GB, greater than or equals to 10 GB. Okay, let me re-edit. I'll put this one back to 10 GB, just for your reference. Okay. So if you want to add another volume, go and add. If you want another value, go and add. Like C drive, D drive, how you are adding, likewise. But currently, don't worry all of them. I'll explain later. Now, this is act as a C drive. This is called a root volume. So operating system done, CPU memory done, and then your storage also done. Okay. Now, technically your system ready. But what is these two options additionally we have? So in demonstration class, I was talking about AWS people offering multi-layer security. So this K-pair is one of them. But I was talking about multi-layer security they are offering. Some cases or some resources and some places it's a mandatory. Some places it's optional. But here it's a mandatory. Why it is mandatory? They clearly mention you can use a key pair to securely connect into your instance. Means you're securely connecting to your server. Means if you want to unlock the server, you need a key. That key actually is a securely login into your machine. That is what this is talking about. Okay. So when you creating, I selected existing one, but in your case, it's zero key pairs available. You must create a new key pair. Click on create new key pair. Provide the name whatever you want. Okay. I'm just creating one uh, key pair name is Linux. Okay. Name is your choice, but it's proper naming convention that I'll explain later. So I'm using this one. Now the question is here, there is a two types of key pairs available, two file formats available. Two types, two file formats, but I don't know which one I need to use. Okay. So now RSA ED25519. What is RSA and ED25519? What is the difference between these two? The two key pairs are encrypted key pairs. What is encrypted key pair? Actually it's a password. It's an encrypted password, but you are encrypting this key pair using two different types. One is ED25519 and RSA. But which one is the best one? I'll explain. You decide which one is the best one. For me, it's RSA. Okay, let me explain. RSA is the traditional, means older one. ED255 latest. Okay. The second one, your RSA is actually more secure than ED25519. Of course, it's also secured, but slightly. ED2551 is more faster than RSA. And then ED25519 won't support Windows systems. It support only Linux systems. But RSA support both Windows and Linux systems. So that is the reason I mostly prefer to go with RSA. But you can use this one also. Now I decided key pair type is RSA. PEM, PPK. Which one do you want to use? I mean, which format do you want to download? Here is the question. The first one, your personal system is Windows, you are creating Linux machine. I'm repeating again, your personal system Windows, but you are creating Linux machine. Opposite means you are going to connect it to Linux machine from Windows. Go with PPK. Accept this combination, any other combination, Windows to Windows, Linux to Linux, then PEM. I'm repeating again. If you are connecting to Linux machine from Windows, PPK. If you are connecting to Windows machine, Linux machine to Linux machine, PEM. So in my case, I'm creating Linux machine. So my server is this one, and then PPK, create key pair. My key pair is ready. Okay. Just download this key pair. I'll save it on desktop. It will be downloaded. Save. Okay, download it. You can see that. Here you go. Now it's auto-populated. My key pair ready. This I will explain later. This is a network. This is a subnetwork. This is your security group. And then this is all comes under network part. Without this network, we cannot connect. Means this server creating in this network. This I will explain later, as I said. Just leave it as I'm going with all the default values at this point because this is our first class technically for Windows. I don't want to get confused you people to talk about them. So I'm going with creating this server in this network. The simple, just remember this word, that's it. Now my entire system configuration ready. I'm repeating again. Okay. So this is my server name. I'm creating Red Hat Linux operating system with the 64-bit with 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. My key pair name is Linux, which is encrypted, securely connecting to my machine. I'm creating this server in this network and this subnetwork. Okay, 1 second. Let me change this one because it was my last class configuration only. Still I have public. Uh, don't worry what I'm selecting. Okay, don't worry. I'm going with that. Yeah, done. So launch instance. My instance created, successfully launched. Super. So once your server is launched, means you technically created your instance. The instance name is app server. My instance running fine. Now I'll go ahead and connect it to this machine, whether it's running or not. Okay, just a moment. I'll do one small adjustment here. Don't worry what I'm doing now. Okay, this is too early for you people to explain this. Okay, my instance is ready. I just want to connect it to this machine. How do you connect? I was talking about. So you are connecting Linux machine from Windows. To do that, you need a software name called so you need to download Putty. I'll show you how to download. What is Putty? Putty is not AWS product. I'm trying to connect it to Linux machine. I need something to connect, right? I need to give my IP address, my username, my key pair, everything. So I need a tool, the tool name called Putty. Okay. So let me show you how to download that Putty. You can download whenever you have time. Sorry, typo error. Click on Putty download. There is an official website name called putty.org. Click on it. And then again click on Putty download. You'll get so many options. People get confused. Go to alternative binary files. Under this alternative binary files, we have the option name called 64 by 86 putty. You can see SSH telnet client itself. Click this one. It will download and then open putty like this. Download it and then it's open. Now my putty is ready. My server already I created. And then when your server is ready, my IP address. To connect it to server, the requirements are your IP address of the server and then your username, your password. But in the place of password, we are using key pair. Take public IP, open your putty, which you already downloaded, paste it here. This is one kind of tool to connect it to Linux machines. You will get to know that once you start working on it. Okay, I supplied my IP address, but I need to authenticate my key pair which I downloaded. Right.
Yeah.
Go and expand the SSH. One moment. That key pair in my local machine. I'm trying to connect it to different place.
So sorry to interrupt, Kiran. How it is authenticating from your local machine to that particular VM or machine which we built it recently into the AWS console, maybe based upon the key pair or the public IP, how it is like maybe because the
I'll tell you.
communication should happen, right?
Yeah, correct. So yeah, 1 second. Let me.
Yep.
Where is the code? Need to get the code. Didn't receive, I believe. I got it. 1 second. In this world, the most difficult job is learning. I downloaded into desktop. Okay, right. I'm just copying inside. In your case, you don't need to all those things. Okay, you can simply work from your local machine only. Yeah. So you're asking something? Yeah, please tell me now.
No, actually, I'm asking. You have a laptop or a desktop. I think this is your laptop screen or a
Yeah,
desktop screen, I believe.
yeah.
So when you are trying to connect to the server which we recently built into the AWS Web Console, and if you are trying to connect that machine from your local machine using PuTTY by mentioning the public IP address,
Correct.
I just curious to know that how it is authenticating and communicating from your local machine to directly to that AWS VM or the machine
Okay.
virtual machine which we
Uh,
maybe through public IP address.
yes, because this server I created the configuration saying that. So this server
Mhm.
I connect it from anywhere if I have this key pair and IP address.
Oh, okay.
The
Maybe
network that is what I said, like network part, I done that one already. So this is too
mm,
early. That's what I said, like don't worry about the network for now, just two more classes. Then you will understand how this is working. Generally, we won't use
okay.
public IPs in real time. Use only private. Okay,
Mm,
that is what. Anyway,
So if you don't have that keypad saved, keypad saved on your machine,
I cannot connect.
you mean to say it won't be possible? Yeah.
It
Okay.
won't be possible. That is the reason I copied that, right? I mailed it and then I downloaded because that's not available here.
Understood.
Huh. So now
Yeah.
I supplied IP address of this server. This server only you're trying to connect. I need to authenticate
Mhm.
key pair. I already downloaded my key pair. So here in this left side, you have the option connection. Generally, it looks like this, okay, by default. Expand SSH, expand authentication, click on credentials. I'm repeating again, SSH authentication, expand, you go to credentials option, browse. Now this is the key pair you downloaded. Open this key pair, open, accept it. Whatever your username, you can type ec2-user. I tell you how do you know this username. Um, let me change font size.
It would be an admin ID and password.
Yeah.
So
So, but I know this username is ec2-user. For you people, how do you know this is username is ec2-user? You don't know, right? First time user. Simple, go to your AWS console, the server which you created here. On top, you have the option name called connect. There you go, your username.
is it a local admin account of that
No,
machine which
no,
you
no, no.
built it?
This is when you created user by default, AWS people will provide one username that is ec2-user.
Oh, common name. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm repeating again. The server, what you're trying to connect to get to know the username, select that uh, server checkbox, click on connect. There you will go to know this your username. This username only I used, and then I successfully logged in into my Linux machine.
But it won't ask the password.
That's what this is.
Just
The
giving the
key,
username is sufficient.
key pair is your encrypted password to
Oh, okay.
successfully
Okay.
logged in into the system.
Hmm.
Okay, but in Windows, we must provide the password. We can't authenticate the key pair like this. Okay, so
Yeah.
that you will
But
understand.
Windows, how where we get the password? How we get
That
that password?
I will explain tomorrow session when we
Oh,
create
okay.
the Windows machine, how we going to get
Okay.
that, and then you people understand. Okay, so this is a
Yeah.
simple server deployment we done, means creating Linux machine, and then tomorrow I'll go little slow for initially to cover technical, non-technical people here, freshers and all those different people, right? So uh, then once you people on the track, if you people, I feel like you're quick enough, then we'll go on just normal process. Okay, I know this is first class. Maybe you people get a lot of confusion, but don't worry. This is going to be everything settled down once you start working on it. I will give one chance for you people to share your screen and do the same thing what I done. So then
Yeah.
that would be easy for you to make practice. Okay. So make sure one final suggestion. People say, I said, hey, go and learn AWS. People go and join AWS. Tomorrow your brother come and then go and ask Java. People go to Java. So the day after tomorrow, some other person come and ask .NET is very good one. So people going that place. End of the day, what will happen? You will be there forever without getting any job with very limited knowledge. You spoil your career, and then end of the day, you will find a job in non-technical jobs. If you are planning to non-technical job, there is no need to subscribe these courses. Go and do that one only. Absolutely. But if you decided you think you need to be a technical side, go and work hard, spend minimum 1 hour time every day, then work on it. Okay. So this is completely your hard work. How you plan your days to practice them. It's not that simple. People thinking I joined here, I paid money, and then I'll get the job. So that is your effort would require. How effectively I teach or someone teach. So your portion is majority,
It makes sense.
right? So tomorrow you join, no one give the phone speeding in your company. They will ask, they'll share the document, read, and then go and do that. That's it, job done. Whatever you learn here only. Okay, right. Thank you so much, and then have a rest of the day and good night, and
Uh,
see you tomorrow. Yes.
Kiran, one last out. Sorry.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
also created a, account just for the free tier account and the password. And when I set the password, it was asking me that card details, debit card, credit card, all those details. I came out, then again tried logging. Now it is asking the account ID, which is 12 digit. But it never displayed or never prompted to create or enter any account ID. Now it is asking account ID, 12 digit, and IAM username and password. So I have at present I have only the username and password, the free tier account name and password with me. So how do I go? How can I log in to this?
Free tier account, you mean? Can you elaborate one more time?
No. I just created my free tier account and just set a password for that. But when I am trying to log in into the maybe the web console AWS, it is asking account ID 12 digit or account alias and then username and password. So
Okay.
what is that account ID?
Oh, people not using account number, instead of that, people using some alias name.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you will get to know that in um, IAM. If you go there, you will get to know that what is your account number. But you will get to know that account ID in the top right corner of your page only. That
Right.
won't change. Probably
Oh,
you're logged into the system as IAM user, not as um, you know root user, I believe, in your company.
no. I here I'm talking. I mean, my personal laptop. I just created one Twitter account.
Okay,
But when I'm trying to
we
log
will
in,
check that one tomorrow then. You
yeah,
share your
sure,
screen and then we will see that.
sure.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you then. Bye bye everyone.
Thank you.